back at apiary 1. We left it a day and we're going to have a look if the bees have settled in. They seem to have settled in on this side really well. I've seen one or two flying in that side. I also wanted to check the level. So it needs lifting up on this left hand side by paving slab's width at least. Inside. The bees seem happy enough in there. Now I've come up with a new idea. Rather than trying to convert these over to national, I'm going to keep it all as a lang. I've got plenty of lang frames, with just the fact that I didn't like lang hives. So hopefully this is going to be different. This is going to be easier to work on. So I've got probably 20 or so brood frames that I used as supers last year that have all been extracted. They were wet supers from last year. I'm thinking let's put some wet supers in here, move these frames up this way in the hope that these bees migrate onto the Landscroft frames, and if the queen starts laying in them, then we can do away with the commercial. We can unscrew the ply, we can take the ply out, we can move everything back. Seems like a plan. So we have come across another little problem. I've just checked and that hive is a commercial. Must have been one of the ones that I bought from over my woodland when I was in short supply of hives. So that is all commercial frames, and of course they won't fit in the national. So plan B, I'm thinking now we move this back 3 foot. That will give us room to put this national long hive in its place. Then over the next 3 or 4 days I will move it again another 3 foot and another 3 foot and another 3 foot, until eventually it's at that end of the apiary with the opening facing either towards us or towards the fence, just so that we can work on it. I've got enough commercial frames, etc., so I could carry it on as commercial, but I think what I will actually do is put a national brood box on top and try and get the girls to come up, start building on the national. If I can get them laying eggs on the, or the queen laying eggs on the national, I can then just do away with the commercial frames, swap it over to a national hive. And that means for the moment the buckfast bees are going to get the long hive all to themselves, as much space as they want. So that's our move done for the moment. Looks a little bit haphazard. I've moved that hive back again, probably about 2 foot, which is an easy one to do. Bees won't even notice, I don't think. It just gives us a bit more room between the 2 long hives. The commercial I've pulled back about 3 foot, 2.5 maybe. So the bees should be able to find the entrance to that. Well, of course they might go in the national there. But there's a lot of brood bees in this hive. So we'll leave it in that position maybe till Sunday, and we'll move it another 3 foot so it gets it to about there. And then next week another 3 foot. End of the week another 3 foot, and eventually it'll end up in this area here, looking straight out there, or maybe looking out that way, so it's not impeding with the long hive there. And we will try and change it over to a national by putting a national brood on top of it. And of course the buckfast bees that are in that one, next time we get a nice day I'll transfer them over into this long hive. I've screwed both the hives to the stands now, a lot easier to move. Put a couple of new frames in there. Can't wait to get them transferred over now. Okay, so what I've done, I've put wet super or wet brood frames back into this. So the laying that I'll put back in, they've got an extra, how many did I put in there? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they've got 9 extra frames that are all partly drawn out or fully drawn out, and I've got honey residue in them. So I expect them to dive in there and start eating it. I've then put the divider in. Then I'm leaving the queen excluders out on these guys so that they can literally come straight over. And I've added a load of frames on their side. I've taken the queen excluder out of course because I want them to really go from these frames onto the Landscroft frames. Now we're going to let them be, just let them get on with it.